Good morning, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Sigala with our math fluency. Now today I've added in our 4s and our 5s. I hope you've been practicing because you need to be lightning fast. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 4 is 5. 1 plus 2 is 3. 5 plus 0 is 5. 4 plus 0 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 0 plus 4 is 4. 2 plus 0 is 2. 0 plus 2 is 2. 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 0 is 0. 1 plus 3 is 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 0 is 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 plus 1 is 3. 0 plus 3 is 3. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. 1 plus 0 is 1. 3 plus 2 is 5. All right, now we're going to be using some 5 frames. Now, the first thing I want you to do is count them up. Now, I'm going to cover up 1 so we have 1 less. So we had 1, 2, 3, and 1 less is 2. Good job. Count them up. 1, 2. We're going to cover 1 up so we have 1 less. 1 less than 2 is 1. Good job. Now this time, I'm not going to cover it up. I want you to see if you can do it without me putting my finger on it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 less would be 3. Good job. Let's try another one. Count them up. And what's 1 less? 4. Good job. And here's our last one. Count it up. And now 1 less is 0. Great. Now, up here, I have some different shapes. Let's go around. We'll start here where my arrow is, and let's name the shapes together. Circle, triangle, oval, star, rectangle, and diamond. We're going to play a little game. And what we're going to do is we're going to count by tens. And every time we get to 100, I'm going to cross out the shape. And let's see which one is left at the end. Make a prediction right now. Which one do you think will be left? All right, let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Let's cross out the star. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Let's cross out the oval. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Let's cross out the diamond. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Let's cross out the circle. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Let's cross off the rectangle. What shape is left? The triangle. Is that the one you guessed? All right. Our last thing we have to do today is our word problem. Now, I have a picnic blanket here because I was going to go for a picnic. Oh no! 8 ants got on my picnic blanket. I pushed 6 off. How many are still on? So I've made my picnic blanket here, and we're going to go back up here to look to see how many ants we need to start with. 8 ants. So I'm going to put on 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. I pushed 6 off. All right, so I'm going to push off 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many are still on? 1, 2. Great. Now we're going to do that as our number bond. So I had my whole, is how many we started with, 8. How many did I push off? 6. How many are still on? 2. And to write that as a number sentence, it's going to be my whole minus my part I pushed off equals the number that are still on. All right, now you're going to have one to do at home, and then you can send it to your teacher so she can see how you did. All right, I had 6 ants on the blanket. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I pushed off 3. How many are still on the blanket? I'd like you to go ahead and make a number bond and fill in your number sentence. I will do that one again. There were 6 ants on my blanket. I shooed off 3. How many are left? I look forward to seeing those pictures of your number bond and your number sentence. See you tomorrow.
Hi boys and girls, back for another week of math. Let's make it a marvelous Monday. All right, let's take a look. Now we worked on this number line and we said numbers certainly go in order. So let's take a look. We're going to look at numbers that are bigger than 10. So here's 10. Here is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this is just going to be our warm up for today. So I'm going to mix them up. And why don't you shout out these answers if you know them? If you don't know these numbers, then this is something you can work on. Are you ready? 13, 15, 11, 12, 14. All right, I'm going to put that butterfly right next to that 14 right now, and I'm going to say, what would be 1 less than 14? Go ahead and shout it out. Remember, we jump back 1. 13. Great. Let's try another one. Okay, the number's 12. 1 less. 11. You're right. Jump back. All right, let's try another one a little quicker. 11. 1 less. Yes, you're right. 10. Okay, the number is 15. 1 less. Think to yourself, 15, that number line, jump back 1, it would be 14. Correct. Here's our last one. The number's 13. 1 less is 12. If you have to see it on the number line, there it is. Remember, I asked you to make one of these. That would be helpful this week to have a number line to help you with your work. All right, let's do a little bit of subtraction. Here we go. We have many butterflies. They're going to just scatter about. First thing I'm going to say is the butterflies are scattered about. They're all over the place. The easiest way for us to figure it out is probably to put them in a 10 frame. So let's quickly do that. I'm going to quickly move these. Watch, you should be helping me saying, oh, Mrs. Knight, make sure you put 5 on top, 5 on the bottom. Let's see. It appears that I do have 5 on top and 5 on the bottom. So we know that 5 plus 5 equals 10. So we're going to do some number stories, also known as subtraction stories with our butterflies. So we have 10 butterflies and 2 of them have flown away. So I start my number sentence with how many did I start with? 10. Take away 2. Another word that we would use for this symbol is the word minus. So I would say 10 minus, how many that flew away, which was 2, equals, there's another word, equals, this is that symbol, equals the number that we have left. How many? Go ahead and quickly count those. You might say to yourself, oh, I know, 5, count on, 6, 7, 8. And there's my answer. I had 10 butterflies, 2 flew away, and I have 8 left. Great. Let's try another one. Let's take those 8 butterflies. I'll mix them up again. They're fluttering around. I'm going to quickly put them into a 10 frame, 5 on top, 3 in the bottom. And this time, from that group, I'm going to put my number 8 to start with. I have 8 altogether, 8 butterflies, and 2 of them have flown away. Minus 8 minus 2, 2 are gone. How many do I have left? The easiest way to say it to yourself is count on. Take that big number, 5, hold it in your brain. 5, count on, 1, 6. I have 6 butterflies left. 8 minus 2 equals 6. Great. Okay, so those were a few stories that I gave you about butterflies. What you're going to do for your extension today is to do a page where there's some stories already written out. Let's take a look at the first one. I'll do this first one with you. It says, there are 7 trains. 2 trains rolled away. Now there are 5 trains. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, if you're doing this at home, you're not going to draw those trains. You're going to draw circles. So you can get out a journal or a piece of paper, draw 7 circles. The story says 2 trains rolled away. It means they're gone. Take them away from the group. Now there are 5 trains. If I'm doing a problem like this, sometimes a good idea that if you have the workbook page, you circle the numbers. They help you. So I started out with, I took away 2, and I have equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like we did with our butterfly stories. So these 2 will be your extensions to work on at home with whatever adult you're with. It says there are 9 cars at the stop sign, 7 drove away. There are 2 cars left. When you do this, don't make those cars, just make them as circles. The next one said there are 10 people. Don't draw little people, instead draw those circles on your paper to help you. Go ahead and do a great job with finishing those stories up. I will see you next time, boys and girls. And remember, practice those bigger numbers on the number line, saying them 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Until next time, boys and girls, see you later.